Welcome to Downtime in the Apocalypse, a podcast where Ted talks and Kevin listens. I'm Ted.
And I'm Kevin.
Listeners, gentle listeners.
And some of you who are not so gentle, maybe like the barbarian variety of gentle.
Possibly. It
Yeah.
is the apocalypse. Some of you might be raiders. The more civilized amongst you may have joined the Imperial Legions. And at least 10 of you are Kevin clones.
And at least 5 of you are Shrekanites, which, if you are, please stop listening.
Yes, please. Please. I don't know why you're listening to this.
Yeah, I don't even know how you get any sort of feedback in your swamps, but yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe they're listening to on Mars, so it's like,
Oh,
how long does it take a radio signal to get to Mars?
Let me get Kevin Clone 3 on that, and
Yeah.
we'll get some
Is
answers.
it like 87 minutes? I remember seeing this at some point for the Mars rover where they had this weird time delay.
I thought you were going to say like Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. They went over that for some reason.
No, in Santa Claus Conquers the Martians is pretty much instantaneous from what I understand.
Right, it's just immediately. Well, that's how they get all their television channels is Earth TV, Earth V,
Earth V.
where they just get the news.
Yeah. There was this weird short story thing I tried to write once where humans were part of this galactic community, but human culture has kind of disintegrated into just being the entertainers of the galaxy.
Oh, okay, right.
So humans were just kind of more interesting in that way. So all of us would just be Honey Boo Boo people basically.
Oh.
Everyone was in at least a couple reality shows, that sort of thing.
Right.
And, actual human culture and civilization basically went out the window.
Yeah.
Scenes for essentially primetime Fox.
Have you ever seen Idiocracy?
Yes.
Yeah, I imagine that's the same kind of thing. Like if you were an alien and you see the White House got or the president got decided by who's the best wrestler, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, but it was just humans kind of accepted it.
Yeah,
it was our role.
Right.
Well, yes, but our brains can't understand the hyperdrives. Our logic is limited. But
right.
Our social connections are entertaining and alien and interesting to everyone.
And the way we survive is high ratings.
Yes.
Isn't that kind of screwed though?
Yeah, but it's kind of
true. I mean, yeah, fair enough, I suppose.
I mean, even what we're doing right now, kind of, we're just perpetuating this.
Well,
we're a species that wants to entertain and be entertained.
To be fair on that, you could also think of it as less of the desire to entertain other people and just the desire to be creative.
True.
So art is a very fickle thing.
True. I guess it's in that world it'd be kind of a separation between art and entertainment completely.
Well, the only thing it would be was just entertainment because where's the art in Honey Boo Boo?
I don't know. I'm sure there's
in
a
her
book
third
on it.
Roll, I don't know, third chin roll. I don't know. You find a piece of art in there.
I don't know what Honey Boo Boo's up to these days.
Dead.
Really?
Well, it's the apocalypse. I assume she got eaten.
Right. Yeah.
She doesn't Have you ever seen Zombieland?
Yes, actually, I really like that movie.
Yeah. In one of the first few minutes of the film, it's just what happened to old fat people? Yeah, they died for obvious reasons. So just imagine a whole family of fat people just trying to outrun a Zambambo or a Zamboni, and just not being able to.
Now I just have Zambonis in my head.
One of God's greatest creations.
Yeah. So I forget why, but I was running X-Crawl, the Pathfinder Extreme Sport thing.
Well, you had a Zamboni in there?
So they were in this. I always make them sports themed, and there was this hockey themed one.
Nice. Okay.
And there was a goblin Zamboni rider that they ended up recruiting. Named him Ted.
Oh, nice.
And gave him the only joke magic item that they could not think of a use for. I give a lot of ones. That one, my favorite being the lore axe, which let you speak to trees.
I speak for the trees and to the trees. I am the lore.
Yes, and Ted ended up getting the bagpipes of holding.
What does the bagpipes of holding do, Ted?
So it allows you to lift up to 2,000 pounds, but you have to be playing the bagpipes, and it only works for 30 seconds after you stop.
Oh, wow. Okay. So does it have to play for a certain amount of time?
No, as soon as you start playing. So it's just he didn't know how to play the bagpipes, so he used to let out a constant bagpipe So
And
I
then
just found a 10-hour version of that and had it playing lightly in the background of the entire session.
that's great. So that way you could just say like, yeah, he's playing it right now,
Yeah,
and
you
then
could,
yeah,
but he can. Yeah, of course he can carry your loot.
yeah, he's playing the bagpipes right
He's
now.
playing the bagpipes of holding.
Wouldn't that be like that's awesome. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, that was a fun one because it was like a it was sort of a jokey one. So we had one guy
I
who
feel
was
like every one of those is always a jokey
yeah,
one,
but
Ted.
like yeah, well for our characters we had like um one person who was just a cheerleader
Okay, yeah.
with was an expert like had no abilities other than cheerleader.
Oh, so just like focus mainly on the
Yes,
cheerleading
there was
aspect.
a cat. Like there's special like third party rules for playing a cat, and we just made him a Aristocat. So his
Oh,
name was uh
one of the worst Disney films, by the
yeah
way.
Count Monte Catso. We had a guy who played a luchador who set himself on fire called Burn E. Sanders.
No, oh, nice.
We
Okay,
had someone play the gunslinger archetype that let you throw things.
yeah.
We called her um, Hail Mary,
Oh,
but
nice.
the woman that played her just decided to make her Martha Stewart
Oh, even better.
because
Okay,
there was the ability to like throw potions into people's mouths, which
nice.
ended up saving the party.
Oh, nice. Like, was it an attack or was it like a save?
Oh no, it was like here's a healing potion.
Okay, I thought it was more like, okay, hey, well, today I'm gonna make some poison for our enemies. It's gonna be a 12-hour long poison, and it's gonna make them paralyzed.
No, that would have been so much cooler though. Now that's it. But no, she mostly threw javelins when it came to that.
And here we go. We have the Native American javelin, a good variety, and we're gonna be throwing it right into that goblin. And swish.
Yeah, that was yeah. Then we had Slipknot, the man who could climb anything. Now I made that character. I made these pre-gens for people I just picked, except Bernie Sanders. Someone made him.
So, are you aware of the Suicide Squad like joke?
I
Or
was not at the time.
oh, like this. So you came up with Slipknot, the man who could climb anything.
No, I did not.
Okay.
So in a different podcast, I'll do Mastery. They did a X Crawl Gamma World crossover
Oh, nice.
and
Okay.
made their dead teammate Slipknot. And I made a reference to that.
Oh, okay.
And then I found out about Suicide Squad that day.
That is a fun kind of turnabout right there. I like
Yeah,
that
I
a
did
lot.
not know they were making a reference in that campaign.
Right, and God, that's sort of like 2 steps removed.
Yes.
Yeah. So you make a reference to the podcast that's making a reference to a bad movie.
Without me knowing it.
Yeah, without you knowing it. So like anytime everyone hears it, they just think you're referencing the movie, and they're missing that middle step.
Yeah, well, I mean, for the same reason, for a while I thought Katie was a secret Dresden Files fan because there's just one book in it where he just runs around in his cave, moving around, shouting parkour.
Oh God. Okay.
And
Yeah.
her Ninja Burger character did the same thing.
Parkour. Yeah.
Yeah, and then about 6 months later, we watched that episode of The Office, and so I'm like, oh my god, these are references.
Yeah. The world is made up of nothing but references, Ted.
Yes, and
If you say one statement, that's a reference to something.
it's really hard not to.
Nachos. That's a reference to like 6 things, I bet.
I don't know. It was just weird. It was just like I don't know what's a reference anymore. I mean,
And what's what's a reference and what's real?
legitimately, there was another podcast to listen to called the Neo Anarchist podcast. It's a Shadowrun one,
Oh, okay.
and they have like if you were a Patreon supporter, you could get your character put into fiction.
Oh,
But it's
nice.
kind of funny because a lot of the people that supported him and really liked him were also like the writers for Shadowrun.
Oh, that's
So
pretty
like,
fun.
there's at least one time where one of the characters was introduced on his show, Rainbow Smite. Um, she shows up in a few of the books. She's she's on the shadow board. Actually, the host in that, his persona Opti, is in Shadowrun Hong Kong.
That's awesome. That's like the game, or
Yes.
Okay. I played
Yeah.
like a little bit of Shadowrun
Yeah.
Hong
Oh
Kong.
man, that's Shadowrun Hong Kong is the best of the Shadowrun video games,
Right.
which is saying something because
okay.
they are all beautiful examples of the genre.
Nice. Okay.
Like all the Shadowrun games are excellent.
You know what's not excellent though?
What?
Cyberpunk.
I haven't played it, so I can't really make a judgment call.
Well, you can't even play it.
What do you mean?
So if you had like a PS4 or something similar to that, you couldn't even run it on the PS4.
Oh, can you run it now?
No.
Oh,
It's kind of. It's like it's like 20 frames per second or some stupid, ridiculous kind of thing.
I mean,
There's been so many updates, but you can't.
20 frames per second isn't that bad.
It's not good.
No, Kevin, movies go at 24.
But if you're trying to play a video game at like, and you need a reaction time, it's like a shooter. I think you need like 60 frames, or at least like 30.
Possibly. Yeah, you don't. Yeah. That being said, there's an interesting bit of data I found a while ago because there was a big push for like games to be 60 frames per second, and the data says not only does that not increase sales,
Yeah.
most people don't notice. And
Well, well, okay. So yes on that. Basic consumer will not know that. True, but there's a good amount of like people that are like tech savvy.
yes, Kevin, but I know like two of them that would care.
Okay.
And one of them coaches a professional League of Legends team. I think he's the only one that could reasonably make the argument that 60 frames per second is needed.
Well, a lot of those people that would complain about it are also people that do like PC stuff anyway.
Yeah.
And that's more easily controllable than any of the console stuff.
Yeah, but they're going to complain about PC stuff no matter what.
Yeah, it's like I think the term is PC master race.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's basically how that's going to go on forever until the end of time. Until there's no more PCs.
Or there's no more consoles.
Or there's no more people.
Oh, we can only hope.
One day.
One day, but well, no, it's not that. It's like people eventually go out.
Yeah.
It's just whether or not like spider dogs will take up the PC console war.
Easy. Spider dogs. Let's take it easy on the tarantula bulldogs here.
Yo, Stu, I have several games to show you. I want you to have a really opinion about ethics in gaming journalism.
Well, you say Candy Crusher, so that's already a bad start.
God. Okay, before I have like,
giant EA guy.
I have news and everything that I want to go through.
Yes.
Just one thing that really bugged me, like early sort of like Facebook video game era. There was one summer where I spent a lot of time just playing video games, and my mother gave me a lot of crap about it.
Oh.
And then the next year, I gave her a lot of crap about it when she was on her laptop all night playing frickin' Candy Crush. I'm like, can you at least play Bejeweled?
Yeah. Instead of like somebody that was trying to copyright the word candy. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just found that kind of funny. It's like, huh? All right then. Everyone's just playing this crap game now.
Pot, meet kettle. It is black.
Yeah, at least I was playing Final Fantasy X.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll give you. Here's your gamer points for the week, Ted. You get 30 gamer points. You can spend it however you wish.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And your mom gets -10 gamer points for playing Candy Crush.
I was about to defend my mother's honor, but it was Candy Crush.
Yeah, fair enough.
I had more respect for Farmville.
That is tough. I have more respect for Candy Crush than Farmville. Candy Crush is at least like a match 3 game. That's at least like a game.
Yeah. Oh no, but like Farmville, like it's
a waiting simulator.
Yeah, the Skinner box there is real though. Like there's a trap there.
There's a trap there, but it's easily avoidable.
Yeah.
It's like a bad sand trap on a golf course. Easily avoidable.
All right. And now, from news from the front, is our long neglected segment where we talk about the ongoing war between the Starbucks Syndicate and the Duncan Empire.
Done. Go on, Ted.
Assassination in Quebec.
Ow.
The right and glorious Viscount of Quebec was assassinated on Monday night by the... I don't know how to pronounce French words, Kevin.
Just make it up, Ted. That's what I always do.
Quebecalusi?
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 Quebecalusi. Let's say Quebecalusi.
Quebecalusi Independence Army.
We'll get a comment regarding how we are idiots. So go on, Ted.
Collective spies attempted to carry out a disinformation campaign claiming that the Viscount had been assassinated by Imperial operatives, followed rumors of his demise to secede from the Kingdom of Tim Hortons into the Empire.
Bunch of hogwash and foolery. Go on, Ted.
The propagandists have claimed such a secession would be a slap in the face to the kingdom, and the Viscount was killed to prevent a breakdown in alliance talks between the Empire and the kingdom. The Duncan Empire Internal Security Bureau, or Culottes.
Oh, the Culottes. Support your Culottes everywhere.
As some refer to them, for their chilly demeanor.
Oh, yes, of course.
Have investigated these claims and thoroughly debunked them. The Culottes wish to let the public know that anyone pushing such insane conspiracies, dribble, is undoubtedly a collective spy or in the clutches of one.
Right, right. So let's not push any sort of bad conspiracies here, Ted.
It is each citizen's patriotic and legal duty to report these traitors to the proper authorities.
Okay, you know what to do, citizens.
Uh, thank you, Tribune Kirby, for your continued coverage.
Yes, we appreciate men who tell us what to say on the internet. We appreciate you a lot.
All right, Kevin. On that note, I'm just going to start with what I've done this week.
All right,
On that note,
fair enough.
because
on that note,
so this week it's really more of a last week. This week I've been more or less trying to reset my sleep cycle. I started that new job, so I work 9 to 4.
Yep.
So I wake up at 6:45, and have been going to bed radically early.
Yes, you've been a radical sleeper now.
Yeah, I mean I've always enjoyed sleep.
Yeah, me too.
I can't say always, but past 16, I enjoyed it. But now I think I went to bed at 8:30 one time this week.
Oh, that's old man times. That's
Yeah,
early bird
my
special
body
times.
is not used to waking up early though, so it's okay.
I'm trying to go to sleep early. The thing that happens to me is I wake up at 1:45 a.m. Then I can go back to sleep eventually at 4 a.m. and then I just wake up late.
Yeah, so I had a similar problem yesterday where I went to bed I think 9:30, 10, and then just woke up at 11 and was wide awake. Perfect.
Yeah.
Honest to God, I could have went to work and done a shift or something.
Yeah.
There was no going back to sleep. I'm well, I'm planning on waking up early in the morning, just try to keep that going, but I'm gonna hate it.
Yeah, definitely. Yep, I get that entirely.
Because I was it was perfect awake, legitimately better than coffee.
Yeah, and that's the worst time too.
Yeah, it's oh, this is when I want to be in bed, literally by this time.
And your body has betrayed you yet again, Ted.
Yeah. Damn flesh bag.
Yeah. I can't wait until we can separate our minds from our bodies.
Oh, I really want a new body.
Well,
Kevin, clone me one. Let's do a brain transplant.
Ted, here's the thing. Like solar, there's certain people who qualify for cloning and certain people who don't. Now, here's the thing, Ted. When you qualify for cloning, it's because you have a certain tendency with your other clones that they won't rebel and try to kill you. I've tried cloning with a few different family members, and wow, that did not end well.
I'm guessing your mother's clones just murder each other immediately.
Yeah, they can't have more than one.
How about your brother?
Different kind of problem, and we'll go over more of that later. But that's a different sort of problem.
For our Patreon After Dark special?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. And viewers, listeners, I should say, and viewers. Technically, you're watching this on YouTube, maybe. But yeah, try to think of a reason why. I'll give you some hints here as we go through.
Justin, go fuck yourself.
Please don't say that. He's gonna not be happy.
Listen to this.
No, but something could happen where it leaks to him somehow. And it's good that it's your audio clip saying that, but still.
I think we're literally talking about his clones, Yeah. Which brings to the question: is that masturbation?
Yes and no, I think.
Okay, then. Listeners, you decide.
Yeah, listeners, you decide. It's a very much listeners, you decide
when you
kind
have
of question.
sex with your clone, are you masturbating?
I feel okay. So let's not get too much into this.
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll cut this. Actually, go with. So really, last week what I did. This is that. I was on Reddit a lot.
Okay, continue.
And I have found 2 subreddits that I very much enjoy.
Okay.
They're related subreddits. So the first one is the more popular of the 2. It's the Political Compass page.
Oh, okay. Right. I think you've shown me some things from there.
And that one's fun. I particularly enjoy how everyone makes fun of centrists.
Yeah.
But because of that, I was introduced to a YouTuber. So when I was on my favorite subreddit, r-monarcho-socialism.
Yeah.
Because that's a subreddit and that makes me happy on a daily basis. There was this guy who said, so is this just a fan page for JREG?
I've never heard of that. Okay.
It's a YouTuber.
Yeah.
And I've watched some of their stuff. So he pronounces his name different every time. So
nice.
Sometimes it's G-Rog or J-Rog or G-Rig.
Yeah.
And he is, the camera quality is intentionally poor. And it's just, the most dripping with sarcasm things ever. He does funny things, like how he claims to be a radical anti-centrist who will hold any political ideology, no matter how self-contradictory, as long as it's against the center.
Okay, beautiful.
or does a speed run of like different political ideologies and puts them in ranks.
Okay, like tiers.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, like a tier list of like.
yes.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
It's very funny. I don't really like his skit stuff, but like his fake lecture things are hilarious.
Oh, okay, right.
And he introduced me to another Reddit, which is Paul Comp Ball. So it's like ever seen Poland balls, like the country ball comic things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Great, those but with political ideologies,
Oh, okay.
and they are hilarious.
Nice. Okay, I like that. I like
So
that a lot.
that's what I've been doing. That being said, because of that, I was introduced to some particularly weird political ideologies, which don't get me wrong, I'm always in favor of. I love me some,
Obscure.
yeah, I love obscure political ideologies.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, I found out there is something called Tedism.
Okay. Continue Tedism.
Yeah, I'm not a Tedist, by the way. I'm definitely not.
Oh, so what qualifies you as a Tedist?
Okay, so first, it's sort of a deep ecology one, like radical, primitivist, reduced technology.
Okay, right.
But Tedists think that the best way to group humans is racially.
Oh, okay. That's not.
So they want all people in their racially homogenous ethnostates.
Oh, that sucks already.
Yeah,
Okay.
with lower technology to keep nature in check, which I'm okay with that. If you're really a deep ecologist that really wants to reduce the amount of tech and consumption, I at least get it.
Yeah.
However, Tedists also have a really big problem with Jews.
Which really goes against you.
Yes. Um,
What? Why would they have a problem? I don't.
it's made by some guy, like legitimately one person thought of it.
Oh.
I'll try to send you a link, and you can, if you want, you can put it in the YouTube comments or links below.
Yeah.
But yeah, Tedism, not Ted approved.
Yeah. Tedism not approved by 9 out of 10 Teds.
Exactly.
Yeah. There's one crazy Ted out there that likes it, but
I'm not it.
did he name himself like the
It's not
ideology
even
of?
named. His name isn't even Ted.
So why is it called Tedism?
I don't know. I'm assuming it stands for something.
Oh, like TED, like
Total ethnic divide.
Oh, I was thinking like territorial ethnic divide or something like that, or like yeah, that works. Yeah, I didn't have anything for ED.
Ecological.
Total erectile dysfunction.
Yeah, something like that. Like
Yeah,
legitimately, I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But I am not happy that my name is shared with him.
Yeah, your name is dragged through the mud.
Yeah, right. Like when I was younger, and I like Googled TED, and I found like the cool academic lectures.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, TED Talks. Yeah.
Not in fan of TED ideology.
No, not a fan of Tedism. No. I mean, okay. I've gotta look this up now too and see if there's like Kevinism.
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm gonna one second, Kevin. Let me see if I can get TEDism up.
All right, if you can just like bring that page up, I guess.
Yeah. Now the problem with the Wikipedia ball for Paul Compballs,
Yeah.
is it's Addy by like fandom article standards.
Oh, okay. Right. Understood. Not the best quality.
Tedism, or Hoppian ego primitivism,
Okay.
is a culturally far-right, off-compass anarchist ideology based on the ideas of Max Schinter, Hans Hermann Hoppe, and various anarcho-primitists. Tedists believe that all morality is a spook. Spook is a idea in the brain that kind of is
Like haunts you, I guess.
haunts, but it's more so sticks with you and
Yeah.
makes you think that these things are real when they're not.
Okay.
It's a primitivist thing.
Okay.
Really
Gotcha.
anarchist thing, but still, it's a spook. But it is its benefit to society to live in the embodiment of self-ownership.
Okay. So let me cut you off right there. So it's a beneficial spook,
Kind
as
of.
in like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Maybe, I don't know. That's a weird word. He also believes Jews use technology to oppress everyone else by means of making them weaker.
Okay. All right. Bad.
Yes, hence the hatred of technology and Jews.
Oh,
His
bad.
idea would be his ideal society would be tribal, ethnically homogenous, techless, and otherwise libertarian.
Okay. So here's the thing with like techless though. Like you need tech. I believe that wholeheartedly, that you need that to improve people's lives. And thank you for listening on your tech right now.
Yeah, right. I mean, even this apocalypse. I mean, technology, if anything, has kind of had this weird renaissance.
Yeah,
Where in some areas, and I do mean renaissance because in some areas it's gone to shit, and in some areas like Kevin's sub basement,
it's
there's
flourishing.
exactly the most advanced colonial lab in the world is probably right here, or possibly in New Mexico.
Yeah, and we don't talk about the New Mexico one.
No.
So here we are. Screw you, Mexican Kevin. All right. Anyway, let's continue on with how and what I did for my week.
Okay.
Okay. So, watched a few different movies over that week. And one of the ones that I watched and recently I we talked about like Nickelodeon recently too, but it's one of the worst Nickelodeon movies I think ever made, and that is Good Burger. Now, if you've never heard of Good Burger before, good. It's a movie that was based on a skit from the Amanda Show, where it's like Keenan. Well,
Oh, I remember the Good
yeah,
Burger skit.
yeah. I think it was like the Keenan and Kel show that was based off, not the Amanda Show.
It was
But
Amanda Show, Keenan Keller, all that. It was
yeah,
one of
all one of those like the trifecta of like substandard skits from Nickelodeon.
and I
So
really enjoyed all those.
the Saturday Night Live for kids kind of thing.
I never thought of that, but yeah, honestly, my main problem with Saturday Night Live is I don't like celebrity like cameos or interviews.
I mean, yeah, they're kind of boring.
Yeah, which it was kind of weird because I used to watch Letterman every day, but only the first half hour. As soon as he got to his guest, I turned it off.
Oh yeah, yeah. Letterman was always pretty funny.
Yeah,
Like,
I enjoyed when it was just Letterman talking though. I didn't care about the celebrity interview 9 times out of 10.
I like Conan a lot, and I like Conan's celebrity interviews more, especially when we had like Norm Macdonald on, which is always funny. But going from there, I watched the Good Burger movie. The movie sucks. I hate that movie so much. It's like one of the worst. It's the worst Nickelodeon movie I think that's ever been made, and one of the worst movies ever been made in general. You've got like Sinbad in there. You got Abe Vigoda. You got
Oof.
Keenan, Kel. You have all those people in there,
Oof.
and
Oof.
the movie I hate it so much. Like every 5 seconds, there's like an annoying sound. Like there's the main character is just like this idiot who who works like I don't even know where he works. I think he just works like the cash register or whatever.
Okay.
And his main thing is that he's the SpongeBob of this world, where he just lives to annoy other people, and he's not good at his job. Which at least SpongeBob is good at his job.
Yeah, SpongeBob is literally amazing at his profession.
Yes, and he just goes on for like hours, just doing like terrible sounds like floobity 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 on repeat for an hour and a half. And I hate it. It made me want to take like one of my many weapons that I carry around during the apocalypse and just end it all.
I mean, Kevin did carry around a lot of weapons even before the apocalypse.
True, and even during the apocalypse, it's gone twice fold. I need more. So,
Why do you have so many nunchucks?
well, because I'm a fellow trucker, eh?
But you're not. You've explicitly said you weren't.
I know people change though.
Oh, okay, Kevin.
People change over time, Ted.
Okay, so I traditionally introduced Kevin as the French bulldog enthusiast, but now it's going to be French bulldog and nunchuck enthusiast.
Yeah, chucker and Frenchie enthusiast.
Yes.
A French chucker, if you will.
That just means
Because I also chuck the bulldogs as well.
welcome to the Olympic French bulldog shot put.
Say chocolate?
Shot put.
Shot put. Okay, I thought you said like chocolate for a second. I was like, oh, that's the direction I was going,
Yeah,
Ted,
no,
but
no,
all right.
we just took Stu, made a mold of him, and filled it up with really dark chocolate.
Okay, you know what? And
We don't
oh
use sweetener,
god,
we use coffee powder.
you know what? You know what that reminds me of is like your terrible statement made like almost like a year ago to the date, I think, about like liquid gold or white gold or whatever your disgusting
Yeah,
thing you said.
White gold, Stu tea.
Oh, ew, God. Oh God, stew gravy. Like like all those gross things that you said like a year ago. Feels like it's been a year ago. I forgot how long it
I don't
was.
think it's been a year. I think it's been like 6 months.
Round up. It's
Yeah.
fine.
All right. So,
That's what I've been doing, just watching terrible movies. But yeah,
have you at least ate or drank anything to soothe you in these troubling times?
I've been drinking like a lot of tequila, and the good thing about tequila is like not a downer.
Hmm.
So I've been having like añejo old fashions where it's like tobacco bitters and just like very dark tequilas and everything. One of my favorite things to get at Peppercorns. One of my favorite restaurants. So
Excellent, excellent.
yeah, and yeah, just been having like a okay. Here's one thing I have been trying for food because transitioning to food stuff here. Um, where do you think is the best chicken sandwich? If you had to guess, like I know you're not like you're vegetarian, but
Yeah, how would I know?
so like okay, let me give you like I've been trying almost every chicken sandwich from everywhere, but I'll give you like five options here, fast food wise.
Okay,
Okay, so Chick-fil-A,
almost, almost definitely going to be my vote.
okay, McDonald's,
Okay,
Wendy's,
okay,
Burger King,
okay.
and then the last one is what's that last one? Oh, Wingstop.
Part of me really wants to say Chick-fil-A, but I'm actually going to bet Burger King.
Burger King has the worst one.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
If I was to do like a little tier list video right now, Chick-fil-A is S tier.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Yeah, McDonald's just came out with a new chicken sandwich, which is really good. That's A tier, and then following below that is Wendy's, and then way below that is Burger King
All right, so I may be a bit biased towards Burger King for.
and Wingstop.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Burger King because out of every fast food place, they're the only one whose burgers are regularly consumed.
So, it, Burger King has this like weird thing where it's like the chicken patty from like if you remember like lunch at like high school or
Yes.
middle school. That's like the same kind of consistency the chicken patty is at, almost exactly the same. So it's like if I wanted like a really crappy chicken sandwich.
Oh, see, I was thinking they're chicken fries.
Oh, the chicken fries! I forgot about those.
Yeah, I was thinking like those in patty
No, it's not. It's not that kind of quality.
form. Oh,
No, it's
that's unfortunate because
it's high school lunch quality.
I remember really liking the chicken fries, just like being annoyed that they came in such a small quantity.
Which that's annoying in of itself.
So I remember the box having like a spot for your ketchup to be.
Which good innovation. I'll
Yeah,
give
no,
you that.
I was impressed.
That the king does it right.
I mean, this is obviously a very pro monarchy podcast.
Yes, of
And
course. So we have to
of course,
appreciate the king.
Of course, not even joking, my favorite fast food place is by far Burger King. But also, they have Impossible Whoppers, which make up a very like way too high proportion of my diet.
Okay, fair, fair. I just wouldn't recommend the chicken sandwich. That's all.
That's unfortunate.
And Chick-fil-A has the best one.
Unfortunately.
I'm
Okay, not.
regardless of feelings
Oh
of
no.
the
Well,
place.
okay, so
You have to appreciate the food. Food is good.
yeah, not even talking politics.
Yeah.
We can talk about Chick-fil-A's weird ass politics later. Um, so my students used to, when I had them, because now I have a new job, used to love Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
But Chick-fil-A, have I talked about this before?
I don't think so.
Okay. The line for Chick-fil-A is always long.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's always huge.
It's like half an hour wait.
Yeah.
And I've went there many times at this point and got them different orders and everything. They have never once got it right.
See, that's the exact opposite for me.
Oh, never. And like, I would say it's on me, but when every other restaurant's order goes perfectly,
That's like the exact opposite of my experience. Every time I've gone to Chick-fil-A, they've always gotten my order right, like down to like the sauce count and everything.
yeah, no, never right.
That's like weird, really weird to me because everywhere else I've gone, it's always wrong.
Well, that's funny. Yeah, no, because it caused a lot of problems with the kids because suddenly like half the orders would be wrong, or there just wasn't mac and cheese or something.
Yeah,
And we looked at
yeah,
the receipt. It's like it's on here. Where is it?
yeah. No, that's fair.
Or
That's-
one time we asked for like a sauce, and they gave us a $7 flavor sauce pack,
That's weird. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
and they charged them for it.
Ah, that's
It
really
was
weird.
$7. It was like okay,
Yeah, don't want that. Didn't
no,
want it.
it put us over budget. It was a big problem.
Yeah. Okay. I can see. I can see. It's just never had a problem.
No, every time I went there, it's always screwed up.
That's weird. That's really weird.
Yeah, and, like
Best iced tea, by the way.
I've never had it. I've only actually had one thing from there,
Mm.
and it was their candy cane peppermint shake thing.
I like the shakes.
Yeah, but their candy cane peppermint shake did have bits of candy cane in it,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
I do love me some candy cane. That was it was a student's birthday, and he insisted on buying me a shake, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Thank you,
Aw.
Walter.
That's sweet. All right. Speaking of food, have you had anything, Ted?
All right, so this week I spent one day and I went out and did some normal chores.
Right, right, right.
I dropped off a coat for dry. Oh, I gotta tell you about that. I had to drop off a coat and a few other things.
Yeah.
But when I was out there, I picked up a few things, and I was near one of my favorite chain restaurants, Red Robin.
Yum.
And I went there and I got my normal, bonsai burger with the impossible patty and everything.
Did you get the what is your stance on freckled lemonade?
So actually, we're talking about that now
Oh, okay, okay.
because normally I get an Angry Orchard with my burger,
Mm-hmm.
but that day I was already feeling like a little bit sluggish.
Right, so you don't want to add on to that with an Angry Orchard.
Yeah, I don't want to add any alcohol to my system.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got the speckled lemonade.
Yeah. Freckled.
Freckled. You know what? I enjoyed it.
My one problem is like, and here's my problem with old fashions too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if you try to drink out of like the straw, something always gets stuck in the straw.
Oh no, yeah, that
That's
I gave up that almost immediately.
yeah, that's my biggest problem. It's that I get it. Like, if the strawberries were more minced or something, or if like they're so small that you could just like drink them up and it wouldn't be a problem, then that's cool, great. But they're never minced enough, and it always gets stuck in there, and then you have to do like that stupid thing with the straw where you have to suck it from the other end to get the strawberry
Yeah,
out.
no, I just ignored the straw completely and drank from the glass.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Then
But I enjoyed it.
yeah,
It's not my favorite thing I've got at Red Robin. I've had quite a few things. I mean, I still maintain they have the best margaritas of any restaurant.
margaritas are pretty good.
Yeah.
Have you had like the beer milkshakes?
Yes, I have. I had one of those.
The Belgian
And
milkshake
so
beers are
I
really good.
actually, Kevin. Next time we go out, we're doing that because I've only had one,
Okay, right.
and it was I want to say 2015 or something.
It's been a
It's
while,
when,
yeah.
It's when I lived in Boston.
Yeah.
But I was on the edge, and it was not that hard to get to Patriot Place.
Okay, right, right.
So after the Patriots lost one time, me and a buddy of mine went there. We were the only ones there, and I got like a Guinness shake or something from Red Robin. I remember being really good.
Yeah, no, they're pretty great. I remember having one like 9 years ago, and that was when we watched like a movie afterwards. Like, because that's always
Yeah.
the thing you do when you're in Blackstone is immediately you watch the movie, then you go out to eat at like Red Robin's.
Yeah,
Yum.
that was what it was for.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Uh,
Back in the day.
Speaking of, you want to feel old?
Okay, yes.
Mass Effect 3 is 9 years old today.
Oh God, that's one of the worst Mass Effect games, by the way.
Yes, ironically, the one I played the most of.
Have you played Mass Effect Andromeda?
Yes.
How'd you like that?
So I have to put a big asterisk there.
Okay.
I played it like a year and a half after it came out.
Oh, okay. So all the updates
So I
and
did
stuff.
not hit any of the game-breaking glitches. I actually didn't hit a single glitch.
You did have to deal with all like the weird looking animations, though.
Yeah, but none of it really bugged me. I
Okay.
actually quite enjoyed Mass Effect Andromeda.
My big thing with the Andromeda is I don't like the vehicle segments.
Well, yeah, but I didn't like those in Mass Effect either.
No,
And I actually
yeah.
thought the controls were a little bit better in Andromeda.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I felt like it was...
Voice acting's not great though.
Voice acting, I won't give that. I felt like it was Mass Effect 1 again. Like, it,
Oh,
they had
so like
more
a remake,
So Mass Effect 1 had the most, like, traditional sci-fi exploring sort of thing.
right? Like the Star Trek.
And it really felt like Andromeda tried to capture that.
Yeah.
Now, I do understand some of the criticisms, and weirdly enough, like, I know a lot of it's on, it's like, oh, there's a transgender person in there, or that, but I really think the main criticisms on it should be, the villain sucks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, compared to like the first Mass Effect, yeah.
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 I don't really, like, I don't get me wrong, I even like kind of like he's a rogue element of this empire, he's,
Right.
kidnapping, converting our people into soldiers, like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's like, great, what's his motivation? Why do I care?
Nothing. Like it's I don't know.
Yeah, also, the real reason I'm not a super fan of Andromeda,
Yeah.
I like when there are races and classes. I like that part of games.
Yeah.
They cut races. There's no
Which is-
Boluses. There's
yeah.
no Quarians.
Yeah, which is weird.
There's apparently a reason in the novel.
Oh, for why that is?
Yeah.
Okay, right.
However,
Just makes it more boring,
yeah.
samey.
Yeah, it's like, come on, give me Hanar. I like non-humanoids in my sci-fi.
No, those are the most interesting parts, really. I mean, yeah, They also have camels with like telescopic fingers.
Yeah, I
So
want that. I
yeah,
want that though.
yeah, that's always cool. God, I still love that from was it Traveler?
Yes.
Yes, I still love that so much. Um,
Yeah, Traveler. Ironically, you could do a really good like improved version of Mass Effect Andromeda in Traveler.
that is actually yes, you could. That's a really good point.
Yeah, you could. If you change, I mean, if you, I mean, the fun fact with Traveler is you kind of just go, "Yay, capitalism," and just fully go on like, "Why are we doing this? Money,
Yeah, yeah,
fame, fortune. Screw this whole like make colony thing. No, we're going to do that, and we're going to be nobles and kings when we're done with it."
yep. And we're also going to introduce a certain animal life that will destroy the ecology of a certain planet. And who cares?
Exactly.
Yeah,
And I mean, you do kind of do that. You do have to like terraform all the areas of Andromeda, and you just kind of say fuck it to all the indigenous life forms.
yeah, yeah. That's yeah. You're Christopher Columbusing everything basically. So
Yeah.
that's fine.
Okay. So I never really thought about this. Like, yeah, you just destroy ecosystems in that game.
Yeah, and who cares? Kill all the dodos.
Yeah. Now, admittedly, at least everything in Andromeda seems to be a killer life form.
Yeah, so which is convenient.
Yeah.
You don't have to make that moral quandary.
Yeah. Right. If there's just like these fluffy things walking around, you care a lot more.
Oh, like I'm thinking like what are those races? Not races, but monsters from D&D that are just like floating clouds, um, flumps or
Oh yeah, I know what
yeah,
you're talking about.
yeah. Just having a whole entire planet of those and being like, well, that's too bad. We got to terraform this place. I'm sorry about that. Could you just go over there and die? I suppose. And the flumps are like, well, we can't do anything.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hope you go to hell. Seventh layer.
Yeah. Really. I mean, it would. Yeah. It's just the sort of thing. It's like, all right, if you make things cute,
Yeah.
suddenly things become an issue.
Yeah. Suddenly there's a moral dilemma.
Right? If they're just like weird lizard things that attack you, you don't like. You can't care. It's starting to kill you.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no time to care.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong, you can care about shark preservation,
Yeah.
but not when one's trying to kill you. You can care
No.
about one after and before, but not during.
Yeah. Yeah. You know what?
And
Yes.
that's like the fifth time it happens. You've probably lost that.
Yeah. You're kind of going like, no.
That's more a survival mechanism on your part. It's not even like an amoral thing. It's just like I can't care about sharks anymore. They keep trying to kill me.
If you are in a situation where you keep on getting attacked by sharks, though, is it not your fault?
Yeah, I feel sharks were probably a really bad example there.
Wolves? I don't know.
Wolves, yeah.
Bear?
Bears, those were
Bear?
great.
Yeah, bears pop up when you least need them, just trying to kill you.
Yeah, you can care about the bears, and then after like the third time, like you've like been doing like wildlife conservation and following all the rules and everything, and one just comes out of nowhere.
And tries to kill you and eat you. Yeah, yeah. At that time, it's like America's greatest threat: bears. All right. Speaking of America's greatest threat, let's talk about turtles.
Teenage
Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They went to the past and had a bad adventure. Turtle power.
So, like all good movies, it starts in feudal Japan.
Okay, Ted, you say that, but a lot of good movies start like that. Not this one. Not this one.
All right, so non
Like all good movies starts in feudal Japan.
Yeah, like Saving Private Ryan starts in feudal Japan.
Yeah, like oh god, what's that other one? Oh yeah. Like The Last Samurai. Feudal Japan.
Yeah. Inception, feudal Japan.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 50 Shades of Grey.
Feudal Japan.
I would watch that movie.
50 Shades.
If those characters went to like feudal Japan,
it's just the same plot.
it's the same plot. Like he's still like spanking her or whatever, but it's in feudal Japan. And there's like a Japanese guy going like, just like gasping in wonder.
Yeah, what's another good one? Deadpool.
Oh yeah, feudal Japan. All right, and you can also think Transformers.
Well, there goes the analogy.
Yeah, feudal Japan. They had a Japanese robot in one.
Of course they did.
Yeah.
Of course they did.
It was Dark Side of the Moon or something. I forget the sub. They're all stupid. Anyway.
God, those movies are bad.
Yes, but speaking of bad movies, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. I don't know the subtitle, but it's the third one.
Turtles in Time?
It's probably Turtles in Time. Yeah, probably Turtles in Time. I'm not gonna bother looking up
Yeah,
because
I'm
it's
not
a
going
terrible
to either.
movie.
It's not worth it.
No, it's
But
really
it does
not.
start in feudal Japan,
Feudal Japan.
and
All the good movies start in
the
feudal
Warring
Japan.
State period is happening.
Yeah, and I don't think it was Nobunaga. Was it Nobunaga?
That's what I thought they were saying.
I. It's either like Nobunaga or just something super similar to where it's just like, oh, Nobunaga. Oh, I get it. Kappa. Ah, like yeah, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, this movie does not get better if you know anything about Japanese history.
No, it gets worse. It gets immediately worse because everyone speaks English.
Well, okay, so
Yoshi.
Yoshi.
Yeah, they make that
Did
joke in the
make that
movie, which is
joke.
amazing.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
All
appreciate
right,
that too.
Kevin. So, what happens in feudal Japan?
In feudal Japan, there is there are samurai, but there's also people running after I would say like a young lord, I suppose,
Yeah, he is
like a prince.
the local daimyo's son.
Yes, and he's running away to go find his I'm guessing go to the village where his girlfriend
Yeah,
is.
his girlfriend, who also seems to be nobility, though it's never really explained, and she
Nah,
is part of the um, clan or tribe or whatever it is at this point.
ancestry, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know.
that the local lord is warring against,
Yes,
and their love is both forbidden, however, will bring peace as it unites the bloodlines.
which I don't understand why he's going to war if his son is going to be. I don't understand that.
Stoic samurai bravado.
Okay, yeah, well, all right, fine. And that's immediately thrown away when he introduces the imperialists with guns.
So, not even joking, in real life, Nobunaga loved guns.
Okay, that is not immediately shown in this film.
Yeah, no. A lot of samurai thought it was stupid and cowardly,
Yeah.
and he bought as many as he could, and like 1/4 of his army just had arquebuses.
So it's kind of weird that Nobunaga has this weird place in history where he's considered like one of the greatest and also one of the worst people in history, like
Yeah. Oh no,
Abraham Lincoln slash Hitler.
that is a remarkably good way of describing him.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is.
it's weird. It's very weird.
Well, okay, so like when I went to Cuba,
Mm.
I talked to a lot of people about the the Cuban Revolution and everything that happened there. And look, I was kind of expecting them to all be kind of communist propaganda brainwashed.
Right, right.
No, um, everyone actually had like these like complex and mixed opinions about that.
Like I'm as someone who's like born and raised in that, I'm
Yeah,
sure you would.
but
Yeah.
look, it did help with the general quality of life, and we
Yeah.
reduced the homeless rate, and we weren't controlled by American mobs anymore.
Yeah.
But we basically pushed out a lot of our own middle class and alienated our own people, and it was like, but like everyone kind of has this. It was good and bad. Like it was the two-sided coin is how they all put it.
Right, right. Or like the double-edged sword.
Yeah, they no, they explicitly say two-sided coin. I feel like that's like the
That's a weird.
expression
Okay.
of it.
Okay.
There's the good and the bad.
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
part of it. They're both there. You can't divide it. It happened. But now they're like, well, yes, but things have calmed down and things are a bit more normal now. Cuba actually has a fascinating government system now,
Yeah. Yeah.
like elected.
Which is nice. I'm glad. I'm happy for Cuba.
Yeah, it was just very interesting because I really expected everyone to have like these really strong opinions about how great it was, and all of them were like, "Oof, that was that was I mean, probably in the long run it was good that it happened, but man,
Short run, that was bad.
that
Yeah.
sucked."
Yeah.
Like it's like, but like a lot of people like, yeah, but it's like, why did it's like had all my profit confiscated because I was doing well for myself, even if I wasn't a mobster.
Yeah.
Suddenly, I only have instead of having two houses, I have one floor of one and all this.
Yeah. 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 It's a weird.
Yeah, it's like, but then at the same time, it's like, yes, but there's no more homeless people here, and the employment rate's at 100.
Yeah. Well, God, that's tough.
Right? Like
That's very tough.
It's a legitimate like issue here, and
Well, it depends on who you are and like who disenfranchised you, I guess.
but
So
yeah, I mean, yeah, but even like the Cubans, like who are their benefit, even go, ooh,
yeah, yeah,
I wish that could have happened another way.
right. More peaceful, less terrible way.
Yeah, but I appreciate the fact that they all have this complex opinion.
Yeah, and it's not just propaganda, like you said.
Yeah, and like Nobunaga, he is great unifier. Also an asshole.
Yeah.
Had the, what was it, hill made out of Korean noses?
Like I said, the Hitler / Abraham Lincoln of the
Yeah,
time.
because it became an issue shipping back all the heads. So they started shipping back noses. He made a hill. There, you can go to the monument.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of reasons why Koreans we talked about this last episode too.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of films. Just not a big fan of Japanese. Understandably. I wonder why. Nose for a nose. That's like it's not great. Not great. But going from that very dark history that does not appear in this film.
No. Nobunaga is just kind of a generic samurai dude in this.
You know what does appear in this film is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes, who are kind of just dancing around in their train station.
Yeah, from like the last movie. Which I'm glad they kept that continuity, I suppose.
Yeah, it is a sequel, but they're just kind of chilling, dancing around. I mean, really, the only thing teenagers get to do when they don't have porn or video games, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, this is kind of the scary look of what what life would be like for teenagers if they didn't have access to that.
Yeah, a lot more violent.
Yeah, a lot more violent, a lot more angry, and a lot more dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take off your Sunday shoes.
But they're just dancing around, having a good time.
Yeah, footloose.
Doing some pretty awful martial arts exercises.
Yeah, and just going like, just swinging around like crazy people.
Yeah, that's not good form, not good practice.
No. But who comes down to visit them but Miss
April.
Yes, April O'Neil, who is still the same actress from all three films, I believe. So we have that.
So she does look significantly different in this one.
Yeah, like someone dyed her hair.
And cut it very short.
Yeah, so that's fine. Like she went from like the 80s to like 90s look.
It was clearly a with the time
sort
of thing.
Yeah.
All these movies are very easy to date.
Yeah, and very Ted yet again pointed out the Twin Towers.
Look, every time I see the New York skyline, I will notice whether or not I saw Men in Black 3.
And notice that they didn't have that?
No, they purposely picked a shot where you couldn't see the Twin Towers. He saw once on the building looking the opposite direction.
Yeah.
That was clever.
Yeah, that sounds about right. So there's that. But going from there, April brings a couple of clothes and presents for the boys.
A radio, a lampshade.
Yeah, which I don't get the lampshade.
I don't know. That's something I would do, especially when I was younger.
Okay, I guess. Yeah. Would you put it on your head and make a dated Elvis reference?
No, I put it on your head and make a dated Elvis
reference.
Before you. It's like how I got you a Beware of Dog sign.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay. You know what? Yeah, you're right, Ted. Thank you for that.
Yeah. You still haven't put up.
Bastard. It will be up when it's up, all right? Give me a break, please. Yeah. Actually, dogs keep on tearing it down. Every time Stu jumps on the door, it falls.
On a similar note, I'm actually thinking of giving those to a few friends of mine for more practical purposes.
They actually have dogs that would actually...
No. Home defense. Think of how much of a deterrent that sign is for burglars.
Yeah, but, okay. I mean...
And let's say, like, they have a dog, like, sometimes I have, like, a small dog, so you do hear barking.
Yeah.
But maybe that thing is vicious. If you put the word dogs on, that does make you reconsider a bit.
I mean, that's to make you think twice. That's true, I guess, yeah.
And really, that's like 90% of security is looking secure.
Yes, okay. I see what you're saying. But, going back to the movie, April brings down a ancestral Japanese wand. Like, I don't know what to call this, like lamp?
Scepter?
Scepter would be fine, I guess. Like, it does have like a light thing going on with it.
Yeah.
And she just brings that for Splinter just because, like, he's Japanesey.
That is the reason.
Yeah, that's basically it. And during that same time, Kenshi, the son of Nobunaga, is throwing like a fit, like a tantrum, basically, and he's just like tearing up the room that he's inside.
I'm not even sure why he's throwing the tantrum.
Well, because like
his father said he was he was angry at his father for waging dishonorable war.
Yes, and his father was about to kill him.
Yep.
And the only one who stopped it is the apparent evil man who. Well, I don't know why he stopped it.
I don't know either.
Yeah, so like you know what I mean, like it.
Yeah, basically, because we're an American audience, and therefore we need a lot of white guys in our movies.
Always.
Um,
Always.
there's a bunch of traders there that are selling them guns from England,
Yep, of course.
even though I'm pretty sure they got most of them from Portugal.
Yeah, it's fine. That would not translate well.
Just a bunch of guys speaking
Portuguese, and it's like, well, good thing I took Spanish. Oh no! Yeah,
it's close enough.
I guess. But still, that'd be funny.
That would
Like,
be hilarious.
and then April is like the translator.
I would like that's like April. You speak Spanish? Yeah. You didn't know that?
Yeah, it hasn't come up ever, but right now,
Yeah.
pretty integral.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time with my stepmother in Spain.
Oh yes, and she's also like a reporter, so
Yeah. No.
useful.
Yeah. No. It's like I was the Madrid correspondent for a while.
That'd be actually pretty. That'd be a better tie-in for this movie than
Yeah, that would be
what
like
they
a very
have.
interesting
Yeah.
story. It's like especially I like it if played. It's like wait, you can do that? Yes, I can do. Have you not? How long have we known each other?
That's a good question. I don't know how long they've
Yeah,
known each other.
That's a good question, dude.
3 years?
Possibly. All right, but he throws the fit, grabs the scepter, and accidentally activates it.
Yeah, and I guess the way it works is that someone has to be grabbing the scepter in the future and in the past at the same time. And they also
What do you mean at the same time?
because they're holding it at the same time.
But they're not. They're several hundred years apart from each other.
Wait, how does that work then?
Great question.
They have to be the same weight,
Yes.
which they obviously aren't.
Okay, look, whether or not this young Danyo and April are the same,
Same weight is questionable.
Yeah,
It argued.
that can be legitimately argued. However, they swap places. Interesting enough, they also swap clothes.
Oh yeah, she's like wearing like a bomber jacket for some reason.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right.
And he's in that, and she's in.
One of my favorite lines in the movie, by the way. Like, oh, how'd you get into April's pants?
That was a good one.
That was a good line. Can she? Also speaks English. Going from there. Going from there. You suddenly have this time displacement, material displacement there. Yeah, how does that work? This is bothering me more that I think about it now because they have to grab it, and they have to be at the same weight at the same.
What I'm assuming is there is like time points are connected by, like let's say 300 years.
Okay, right.
So you have to do it.
Oh, they brought that up a lot. Yeah.
300 years exactly.
Yes.
Interesting enough, have you ever read Guns of the South?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's the same thing. How they can like when they bring it back, it's only a precise amount of time. They can't go back pre-Gettysburg.
Right. Yes, I remember that. Okay, so I see. Like, okay.
Guns of the South, shockingly good book.
Yeah, read it today. But going from that, they changed. They swapped spaces.
Yes.
And and from there, the turtles have to go back in time to get April back.
Yes. Now April does manage to keep her Walkman, and she uses it to kind of like play up that she's a witch. She's taken prisoner though.
To be fair, she just like appeared out of thin air, so
Yeah.
I would believe that.
Oh, 100%. I'm surprised. I would have ran away.
Yeah. No, same.
If someone appears out of midair, well, pre-apocalypse, I would have been shocked. Now it happens enough where I just pull my revolver and point it at it and make sure it's not someone I know.
Yeah. That's fair. Or someone trying to change the timeline.
I'm okay with changing timelines right now.
I'm good.
Yeah, no,
If I didn't have these clones, I'd be much worse off, I think.
Yeah, no, I'm changing.
And changing the timelines, Ted, that seems a little anti-Duncan.
I never said that. Man, I'm trying to save my nephew.
Okay. You didn't have to bring it so real. Sorry. Okay.
If I change the timeline, I get him to a doctor and I keep my grandmother out of a car accident.
Okay, that's fair. All right, I'm sorry, Ted. You're right. You're right.
Damn you, Kevin.
Damn me to hell. I swear.
Yeah.
All right, but
no. Oh no! If you want to get emperor about this, think about this.
Yeah.
How many Starbucks sympathizers could we split the throats of before they become issue?
That's basically the plot of every Terminator film. So yeah, that's a good idea.
Terminators run on Duncan. Skynet runs on Duncan.
I'll be back for the extra large coffee. I'll be back for the dark roast. I like that. I like that a lot.
All right, and now I'm going to start trying to make puffy-powered robots.
You know what would be good instead of like having like DoorDash or Uber, a Terminator brings your food to you.
It'd be amazing.
It'd be sort of like Ninja Burger.
A Terminator burger.
Yeah, you get the you would have like every let's say Starbucks person that you're trying to get rid of. You order them like the never-ending meal, and just they die. Just
Yeah, no, that is in Ninja Burger. The robot faction is Domo Antipasto.
which is the best name ever. I love it.
Ninja
Kind of
Burger
wish I was
is-
working for that.
Ninja Burger is so fun.
It is. It is. But let's talk about less fun things. Talk about this movie.
Yes, different ninjas.
Yes, different ninjas, not with burgers.
So the Ninja Turtles figure out how to switch places. Casey Jones, for some reason, appears and
I was surprised by
is
this. I
kind
never
of,
expected that.
asked to babysit both the random samurai in the sewer
And Splinter.
and Splinter, who is voiced by someone different this time and is not as good
Yeah, no,
and has
no.
no real zinger lines.
No, he just wears
And-
a lampshade once.
Yeah. In fact, I don't think he ever says cowabunga.
No, he doesn't. Yeah, you're right. Ha ha ha! I made a funny. I missed that.
Damn, that was the best part of those movies.
Yeah, it
too.
was. It was. It really was. And now
That's not even dissing the movies. It was just
No.
the best part.
I just liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was real.
Babies, babies. Anyway, so going from there, they change places and they're on horseback all of a sudden.
Yes, in like proper samurai armor with the mask and everything,
Yes.
and they immediately screw up.
Yep, because they don't know how to ride horses.
Yes,
They didn't take that skill.
it's an important skill.
It's a very important skill.
So 3 of them go one way, and one of them, who just happened to appear backwards somehow,
Michelangelo.
thank you, um, goes the opposite direction because he can't even try to steer.
Well, he can't even be bothered to turn around.
Kevin, have you ever tried to turn around on a moving horse?
No, that's fair. I have not. To
It
be fair
it is
though, yeah.
hard.
I okay. You know what? All right.
Also, if like I'm being in the middle of a battle or anything.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, maybe I should counter my argument. He's a combat trained ninja. Maybe he should be able to keep a level head.
Well, he's also a teenager.
Yeah.
So there's multiple factors working for and against your
what's
argument.
his tagline?
He's a party dude.
Yeah, I don't think he has much focus.
No, but he's also the one that we'll get to this later. But he's also the one that wants to stay. And I thought that'd be Raphael the whole entire time. They don't really lead up to anything with
I
Michelangelo.
don't even understand why any of them would want to stay.
Well,
There's no pizza. There's no.
yes, there is no pizza. That's
I
true.
do get. I don't get me wrong. I do get the whole we are respected in this time.
Yeah, and we get to live above ground.
Scratch that. Why don't all of them want to stay?
Because Destiny,
Sure.
bad game, but Destiny.
So they go. 3 of them kind of just fall over and complain about losing everything already.
Yeah, swallowing a frog, maybe that being an ancestor.
The other one rides into the forest, gets ambushed,
Yeah,
knocked
gets
out,
knocked in the head like with a giant stick.
which is actually a good war move.
Yeah,
That's good guerrilla fighting.
no, it's great. I just think it's really funny.
And then this woman who is a major character, but I don't remember her name.
Mitsu.
Japanese love interest number 2.
Where's number 1?
I don't know. I just wanted to make it as generic sounding as possible.
That's fair. Okay.
Misu, sure. We'll go with that.
Yeah, let's go with Misu. Not Miso.
Yeah, that's a soup.
Yes. Misu.
So Misu
Not Miso.
realizes this is some sort of Kappa demon or something.
Yeah, and not like that reaction gif you have on Twitter, but an actual Kappa.
Puts him on a cart with the help of her
Posse.
posse and brings him back to her village. And
As you do with demons.
now she doesn't grab the scepter, if I recall.
Well, okay. I think okay.
One
so
of her posse does, right?
yes and no. I think I don't know if like the little kids with them or something, but he has it at the end for some reason.
I want to say someone grabs it and like gives it to the little kid to hide.
Right, like in their house, I guess, or like
Yeah.
the little kid watches them hide it in the house. So,
I think his grandfather told him to hide it there. I think they said that.
right, but at the same time too, like their house burned down.
True.
So I don't know how. I don't know what.
Well, that could be. I mean, that might be like his aunt's house or something.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know.
Too bad for the aunt.
Yeah. I don't know how feudal Japanese housing works. Not even joking. I spent like 2 hours yesterday trying to find out, like, about individual political legislation that was introduced into either the Roman Republic
Right.
or the Holy Roman Empire court system, and I could not find anything.
Yeah.
If it wasn't like a major political reform.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, yeah, but I just want to know what a tax bill looks like.
Yeah.
One. I just want
like
one.
an individual kind of
show me a relatively boring law.
Right, and seeing how they either pass that or try to get that into
Yeah, I
effect.
want to know what their politics were like.
That'd be man.
Freaking impossible to find. All right, so data about the past lost to history. Besides, Art Kappa wakes up and he's sort of imprisoned.
Yes and no. I feel like he could kick the door down super easily.
He could just get out. They kept him in a building where the boards are very far apart, so he gets lots of natural light.
Yep, as you do. You need to give that to a Kappa.
And all of the village's food is in there. It seems like there's a lot of food in here.
Yeah. So Ted, I'm not like a big detainer of people per se.
Well, no, Kevin, you melt them down to biomass and make them into yourself.
I like to recycle.
Yeah.
So there's certain things that I would and would not do. One of those things is if I had like a giant storage of food, is put someone that I don't know what their intents are inside with my food.
Yeah. Now, you might put food in with them.
Yes.
Especially if you're trying to just find out their identity, and if they have to go, "Ooh, my bad," later.
Yeah.
It's like, look, I'm sorry, but just until we find out, here's some food.
Right. Sort of like a peace offering.
Yeah.
But just not the whole entire village's
No.
food surplus or whatever.
It's really
storage. Strange. Yeah. Seems like a bad idea. I would put them in I don't know, cleaning supplies.
Anything? An empty building?
Wood.
Wood works great.
Wood works great. What is he gonna do?
Yeah, I mean, he could burn it down, but I feel like all the buildings are equally flammable.
At the same time too, have you ever tried to start a fire?
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah, unless you have something to help you, it's really hard.
Yeah. Now going back to the future.
Yep.
Of course, when the Ninja Turtles moved, a bunch of men, the honor guard
of Nobunaga,
are now in New York and under Casey Jones's tutelage.
Yep. So first thing they learn about is hockey.
Yes, and they start watching on TV.
Yep.
And when they start getting bored, he decides to play hockey with them.
Yep.
And now they completely misunderstand the goal of hockey to go with the most entertaining part of hockey,
which is the fighting.
Yes.
So, and I feel like that's not every, but a lot of Americans' view of hockey. So, yeah, I mean, it's a sport where punching is allowed, which is great.
Yeah, why don't you just watch boxing?
Boxing is kind of boring, to be honest with you.
How about MMA?
Also kind of boring. Here's my thing. With hockey, the main goal is not to fight.
Oh, it's just it's a side effect.
It's okay, the score's going great. Oh, but this guy disrespected that guy. Time to throw down the gloves, my dude. That's great. It's an unexpected fight. It's like NASCAR with the crashing.
Yeah. Okay. Legitimate question. Do you think most people watch NASCAR for the crashing?
I don't know. It's like a legitimate sport, so there's a lot of science and everything that goes into that.
Oh, I'm aware. Don't get me wrong. Things move fast and things occasionally explode. I get it.
Yeah. That'd be like saying people just watch football just for the injuries, which I think there's people like that, but I don't think that's a key thing.
I feel like NASCAR probably has more crash chasers.
I don't doubt that at all. Like tornado chasers.
Yes.
Come on, crash, damn you, crash, burn. Yeah, I could definitely see that.
All right, and I mean, yeah, Casey Jones has his posse.
Yeah, he takes them to a bar.
Yep, has them play video games.
Yeah,
gets them drunk. They dance in a bar.
Very awkwardly.
Very awkwardly. I really wish it was a gay bar for that reason.
Yeah, that would have been that. So just the only bar was open at the time was a gay bar because it's 3 in the afternoon.
I mean, maybe Casey Jones has a brother that works as a bartender there and he drinks for free or something.
And no one's gonna look at them weird because it's
yeah, no, it's a gay bar. Weird things happen in those.
Yeah. You know what? Ted, if we were writing this movie back in the day, like 20 years ago,
Yeah. Why are a bunch of naked Japanese men coming in? I don't know, man. It's a gay bar.
yeah, it's fine, whatever. Yeah, we'll explore the scene.
It's a gay bar in New York City.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, the least weird thing they've seen today.
Yeah. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Speaking of anything can happen,
Back to feudal Japan.
back to feudal Japan, where we find Casey Jones' ancestor, apparently.
Yes, April is imprisoned next to him.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin.
Now, here's the thing, too. It's a long con.
It is. Also, does this guy look anything like Casey Jones
No.
to you?
No. Looks nothing like Casey Jones.
They are both white guys with kind of similar hair.
What does that say about April, though?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, me and Kevin look about as like as these two.
It's like Casey Jones and whatever the guy's name is, like Will.
Yeah, and me and Kevin do not look alike.
No. Could be my uncle, though.
Damn you, Kevin.
Blame like Lindsay. That's not me.
Damn you, Lindsay.
Damn you, Lindsay. Yes. So, and apparently he gets like put in the dungeon for whatever reason, but she is trapped in there with like a giant fat guy that they make fun of his weight all the time. They fat shame him constantly.
Yeah, he's the jailer.
The torturer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Executioner.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
Demotivator.
I watched like this video about medieval executioners.
Yeah.
And man, that was a weird life.
Well, it's with like the mask and everything too.
No, that's more or less a myth. Everyone knew who they were.
Oh, okay, right.
In fact, most of the time they actually had it on their hands, a brand to mark them. And, like in France, they weren't allowed to mark it, but they could collect taxes of food.
Oh.
Yeah. Interesting enough, because they were like tainted in a lot of eyes, like they were given like really crap jobs a lot to like clean out things, but were paid really well for it.
Okay.
But in medieval times, money was not the great equalizer. So like you'd like still have to live like in a shack near a graveyard, and like yeah, you had all this money, but you could not spend it.
That's if like Elon Musk was creating all these amazing things, had all this money, but he still lived in like I don't know, Alabama.
Yeah, but it was just like it's like yeah, I have
speaking Shakespearean.
I have money if I ever need it.
Yeah, but no one likes me.
Yeah,
I'm a pariah.
Also, like it tended to be passed on in families.
Oh, so you have a whole like generations of people who are disliked.
Yeah, like they started getting similar traits because the families would intermarry with each other because they couldn't find other families to
Do you think that okay? So you go through Tinder, right? Amazing picture, but they turn out to be an executioner. They just don't show the brands on the hands. It's all pictures of like chest up.
Tinder for the pyre you burned the victim
on. A lot of fish. There's got to be somebody out there for an executioner. Another executioner. Maybe a cousin.
And it got very Habsburgy very quick.
Ooh, God. That's rough. That's very rough.
I found one reason people would become them, though. Sometimes it was commuted sentence.
Oh, so you had to. Okay.
Well, you can either die or you become the new executioner's apprentice and marry his daughter.
Ooh, so let me ask you a question there, Ted. Let's say the executioner did something terrible. What then?
Well, you find the next criminal you're about to execute. Say, hey, you want a job?
Hey, we just had an opening. You had to cut down your old boss, though.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that a lot. God, you either live long enough to become the villain, or you die the hero.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of that, Ninja Turtles.
Mm-hmm.
So she's there. The Ninja Turtles are in Nobunaga's like lair
Castle.
They pretend to be the guards poorly.
Very well. They pretend to be the guards for 5 seconds and hide underneath a carriage for some reason.
Which they were much smart. I honestly think that was a smarter move.
Yeah, definitely, because like they don't know Japanese.
Which bugs me.
Yeah.
Because Splinter knows Japanese.
Yeah.
Why did he not teach this skill to his sons? What else do they have to do?
Yeah, it's weirder that they know English over Japanese,
No,
considering he's Japanese.
yeah, it would just make perfect sense if if Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles knew how to speak Japanese. Hell, if they even knew an archaic form because, Splinter learned from this weird martial arts dude, that would even make sense to me.
Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, I can't disagree with that at all, Ted. But here we are.
Yes, but everyone speaks English.
Yeah, as you do. They even kind of justify it inside the movie itself.
They do. They make a point about how the English traders were there and
Yeah.
they helped them learn, but screw that.
Yeah, that's a lazy. But going from that, basically the whole entire plot is evil American man,
British.
close enough, evil British man wants to introduce guns into this Japanese culture, and just old Japanese man wants to fight and use guns to take over thing.
Yes, the Ninja Turtles carefully escape.
Yeah.
Um, that being said, so does April.
Yes, and Mr. Will.
Yes, they help. They break her out, and they all live happily ever after. I wish.
No,
Still more of this movie.
no, they fell into literal human feces.
Yeah, they escape through the sewer grate out of the castle, which to my knowledge are real. Though
Yeah.
it's a weird spot to have it in your prison cell.
In the dungeon. Yeah.
You think that'd be the bottom floor? You think that might be where the sewer ends up? That might just be your cesspool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, kind of, it
Yeah.
kind of makes sense, I guess. But either way, they escape through there. They still haven't found Michelangelo from this point,
Nope.
but they get attacked by the rival village.
Yeah, for some reason.
I guess like they're walking around in like Nobunaga's like traditional armor,
Oh, that's true. That's true.
so they attack on sight. And from there, Will saves April from a spearman. Stops her from getting like stabbed.
Can I say the spearman's form is so interesting because they show kind of the traditional like charge shot,
Yeah.
and then when he's actually close to her, and the position he holds the spear changes.
Yes, it changes radically to make the movie work.
Yeah. So in the shot where it's like he's just charging, you see him. The spear is he's holding the spear as if he's left-handed. It's on
Yes.
his left side, but he's holding both his arms up, so
Yeah.
they're about level with his chin,
Yeah. Yeah.
and charging with the spear, and he's holding it like halfway through. So he's doing it like there are reasons to do that. Like Zulu used short thrusting spears to make things more lethal.
Right.
That is not how you do anything. I
Cannot,
my
like,
arms
understand.
like this, and it's uncomfortable.
Yeah, can't understand the reasoning behind that
Yeah,
whatsoever.
thankfully, he switches over to the sort of right-handed hip shot version.
Went for that, and then Will just jumps out of there and just breaks the spear in half.
Well, no, he grabs it from him,
Yeah.
disarms him,
Yeah.
looks at it, then breaks over his knee, and it looks like he's going to like use it to like dual wield a club and like short swordish thing, and then he immediately gets overpowered.
Yeah, it's almost comical how fast he gets overtaken.
Yeah, he might have been able to defend himself if he like instead of taking the time to break the spear in half,
Just use the spear.
yeah, use this. It's the Japanese style spear that has like a scimitar in the end,
Right.
which
Right.
has its own name. It's really called a sword staff.
Yeah.
But those have excellent range.
Yeah.
Spear plus sword length,
Not bad.
pretty big. Like they'll put it as nerdy as possible. The hitbox on that thing, pretty big. I mean, think about that. There's a lot of blade on that.
True. But they they took advantage of his like braking animation and just sort of overpowered and rushed him before he could go into his fighting stance.
Exactly.
So yeah. So immediately he gets overpowered, dogpiled basically, and then April's over there trying to help him out. And then from there, Raphael saves April from getting shot in the back by Japanese love interest Mitsu.
Mm-hmm.
Misu.
Whatever.
And then from there, it's all revealed that they're kappas, these turtle demons, and they're taken to the village where Michelangelo is being imprisoned. But twist, the English men are raiding the village and burning it down with their guns and weapons.
And the Ninja Turtles leap to the rescue.
Yes, they leap into action to save The whole entire village, I guess.
Yeah, and they have a meh fight. The most interesting part, um, it of course comes when April has a gun to her head. I forget which Ninja Turtle, Raphael,
Um, is it Raph? Yeah, I think it's Raph. Yeah.
is kind of in the middle of a standoff, and the other three go behind one guy with a
Oh
musket,
no, Michelangelo.
Michelangelo. Okay, and the other three sneak behind one guy with a musket who's about to shoot him, wet willy him.
They do this a lot to this guy,
Yes, this becomes an ongoing joke.
and their fingers are so
Yeah,
huge.
it bugs me. Like that's
Yeah.
not a wet willy.
No.
Like you might like not like the ear canal, but like kind of the general like hole you have around it, the
Yeah.
focus sound.
Yeah.
You might be able to fit it in that, but you're not getting any deeper.
Is that like a move Splinter taught them, by the way?
Okay, look, he has like actual claws, so if he does that, he's piercing an eardrum.
True.
If he does that, that is a legitimate move.
That's a legitimate move for him.
Yes.
But he also knows that his sons have fingers that are like Shrek sized, where they would just not go into the head. He's too big. The fingers are too big for that hole. I'm sure they get that a lot. But
I don't think they do.
maybe
I
they
don't
do.
think they
With
do.
April, maybe. But
No,
they,
man, they're asking how he got into her pants.
they're slim jeans. They're slim fits, whatever. But anyway, they go from there. They wet willy this dude.
He fires in surprise and knocks off the hat of whatever the British bad guy is.
Will Wheaton.
Will Wheaton shoots off the hat of Will Wheaton, the arms dealer.
Yeah, the armsman.
Funny how that translates to the modern day apocalypse.
Yeah. Funny how that works. Good old Will.
Will Wheaton, manufacturer of depleted uranium rounds.
In Will we trust. All right, so we go from there. He escapes through a fence, jumping through with his horse. And after that point, it's sort of like a little montage of the turtles with the villagers just having a good old fashioned time, interspersed with the Japanese honor guard with Casey Jones just having a good old fashioned
Except,
time.
of course, they do have to run into a burning building.
Oh yes, to save
Yoshi.
Yes, Yoshi. And that was a big
Who
thing.
cannot possibly be Splinter's master, but maybe one of his ancestors.
I named after him, whatever.
Yeah. Raphael, Donatello, I don't know. One of the Ninja Turtles runs into a
Michelangelo,
whatever, runs into a burning hut to save his kid, and this hut is way too on fire. I cannot stress.
No, like the kid would be dead.
Yeah, the kid's dead,
or at least horribly burned.
They come out unscathed. I'm like, no, that turtle's deep fried.
So to be fair on that, they do show like a little thing of him like dipping a giant like cloth in water and putting it on himself.
Yeah,
But that would not help.
Feet.
Yeah, not his feet or anything
There's
else.
a lot of fire on the floor.
Yeah. His feet might be padded.
So that can still burn.
Yeah, on shell wise, I mean.
That can still burn.
Still burn. I know. I'm getting it.
Yeah, I mean, Stu here is not Stu. Jerry here has padded feet, but that doesn't mean I put a match underneath it.
Oh, true. So Jerry would not appreciate that.
No one would. No one wants burnt anything.
Yeah. I don't want even burnt eggs.
My mother wants burnt popcorn, but
see, to me that's weird.
My grandmother was not a great cook.
Oh, so it's like kind of nostalgic.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying there. Like, that's kind of interesting itself. Just bad cooking being like nostalgic.
My mother grew up quite poor,
and
she's done quite well for herself in that regard. But because of just sort of that, she like has certain likes and aversions to certain food. Like she hates sloppy joes because she had them so much.
Oh.
Like all like her vegetables, she likes slightly burnt because that's how her mom. Like her mom wasn't a great chef, and that's how she cooked.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
At the end of this, I do have a story about my grandmother.
All right, good. But man, I keep on saying but and
don't worry, Kevin. You can just edit that out.
I could, and then super edit this in. So, all right. Anyway, we're going to near like the basically end of the movie. We're getting like to the third act here.
Yes, the Ninja Turtles recover the staff from Yoshi.
Yes. After it was hidden from them, the staff is the only way they can go back to the future. So I don't know how the rest of them knew that, but apparently Yeah, the village decided to hide it so like the Kappa would fight for them and try and kill Nobunaga.
Which they do anyways. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah, they do. I feel like they would have done that anyway.
yeah, honestly, they cover what you just asked.
Yeah, but oh yeah, we forgot the scene where Leonardo kisses a young boy.
He performs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation.
Right. Either way you want to see it. Does he not put his lips on his lips? Does he have turtle lips?
I don't know.
They say they have beaks.
Excuse me, Kevin. Keep talking about the movie. I need to look up something.
Okay.
Do turtles
Have lips. So we keep on. We find out that the staff is there. They go to the staff and then try to go back into the castle. For some reason, I think it's to save Mitsu, who gets taken by Will. Just Will, not Will Wheaton. We should not have named him Will Wheaton because the other character that we named will be confusing.
Right, we have Will and now William.
Or Bill.
Bill.
Let's say Bill. Okay.
By the way, to answer your question, um, turtles either have beaks or very soft lips.
So you're saying that kid's first time was pretty soft or terrible?
Yeah, they say beak. Wait, they're box turtles. Give me 1 second.
Keep going. Okay. So going from there, the turtles sneak in with I guess like little claw things that ninjas would use to scale like castle walls, which kind of cool. I like that. Um, so they go into there. They save Mitsu from like the dungeon, and they eventually have a showdown with Will Wheaton, who, by the way, just during this whole entire time has like a bird cage with him. He takes care of like little tiny birds, like little finches.
Yeah, that's his subplot. He very much enjoys taking care of his pets.
Yeah, and almost got away, but damn, he forgot about that bird cage and had to go back for it. And then Bill fired a catapult at him and killed him inadvertently.
Yeah, it doesn't hit him precisely, but it does hit the thing he's on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that does happen. And they get sucked back through time again. There's a fake out moment where it looks like Michelangelo didn't make it in time, but that's soon resolved within 10 seconds.
Yeah, no. Also, some of the turtles did not want to go back.
Yeah, namely Leonardo, Michelangelo, and Raphael.
Yeah, but no, it's Destiny, and I think they have beaks.
Okay, box trolls have beaks. All right, and therefore, bad first kiss.
Bad first kiss.
Bad first kiss, Yoshi.
If you're some weirdo that does a necessary action and equates it to romantic intercourse. Like
I didn't say it. I didn't say that.
Yeah. Anyways,
Technically, it's a kiss. A kiss of life.
Okay. Yeah. Still, I wouldn't count that as first kiss. That has different connotations.
That does have different connotations, which I did purposely to make it weird.
Yeah, I'm fully aware. Which is why I'm going to promise right now that I'm going to talk about more of stew semen on this podcast.
Ah, I see.
You want some stew cream for your coffee, Kevin?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Wasn't freshly milked. Can't be.
Right, we'll have to get you another dog.
Name it Sue, and then make that same stupid joke. All right. Okay. You can get the French Bulldog.
Oh, I never said French Bulldog.
All right. This all suddenly became a lot harder now.
Oh, no, it's going to be the first dog I get. I'm just going to go back by second chance on my way home and just grab one.
Yeah, this turned really dark really quick. Dad, why do we do this to each other?
I need an unneutered dog as fast as possible.
Yeah. Internet, please.
No, Kevin, I go by 2 animal shelters on my way home. I don't need listener help to get a dog.
No, you don't. That's true. And I would not want that either from listener help, really. I don't know where that dog has been.
All right, so now that Kevin has his segment that he's going to just cut out completely.
Yep, darn right I am. All right, Ted, what would you rate this movie? Let me think here. Oh, okay. Out of 100 Korean noses, what would you rate this film?
Ooh, do I want more or less Korean noses?
I think less is more.
So in that case, it's probably an 80.
Wait, let me rethink that.
If I want it to be low, it's an 80. If I want it to be high, it's a 20.
Oh, okay. I'll go at 100.
For which one?
Let the listeners decide on that.
Yeah, Kevin, I don't.
I hate this movie.
Yeah, Kevin. I think both of us were pretty anti this movie. We knew it was bad to start, but
Yeah, it
man,
only got worse over
the
time.
time travel stuff was bad. The voice acting for Splinter was bad. He got no lines. They did not say cowabunga at any
not
point.
not not even once. Swing
Yeah, a lot of weird dick jokes.
more than I thought there would be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was not a fan.
no, it some seriously bad vibes this movie gave me.
Yes, exactly. To quote the movie.
To quote the movie, some seriously bad vibes, yo. So
Yeah, it is not a great movie. I would just stick to the first two.
yeah, first two are the best so far. So far,
Are we watching another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie next week? Or not next week, next time?
maybe.
Okay. I thought this was going to be a 6-episode series, but I guess it might be a 12.
I'm just kidding. But
I got so many more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle RPG stuff, man.
there are reportedly worse Ninja Turtle movies than this one. There's a lot of them, but by the same guy who did Transformers.
Which Transformers? Let me put it this way. If it's the guy who made Dark Side
It's a
of
Michael Bay.
Okay. I was thinking if it was the guy who wrote Beast Wars.
No.
Yeah, see, if it was Beast Wars,
Beast Wars is great.
I would watch the hell out of that movie.
No, same here. But no, just something to look forward to in the far distant future. We go back to our Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle roots.
Great.
So, thank you everybody for listening. I hope you all have a nice day. And if you want to watch the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies, I would say number 2 is the best, followed by number 1.
Yeah, I would watch both.
Yeah, both watch the first 2.
There's
Don't watch
no
the
reason
third.
not to watch both. They're both good movies.
Yeah, they're great. I like them a lot.
And never, ever, 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 ever watch the third. All
Agreed.
right, Kevin, should I save my story for next time, or should I say it now?
Let's save it for next time.
All right. So I'm just going to say this. The story I have is a redemption story that involves a child insulting my grandmother.
And we'll leave you that cliffhanger for next time. All right. Night, everybody.